again for the second time. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. Our apologies about that. Welcome to. Hi, my name is Pat from Richmond Olympic Oval. Welcome to Recovery and Regeneration. This is a 30-minute session, bringing it live to you. And this is part of our OVALfit at Home series. So I'm going to start with some recovery and regeneration stretches for you this morning. Good morning and welcome. It is spring, so we got to get up and get moving. We want to keep you strong and keep your immunity strong as we go through all these classes with Richmond Oval. And so let's inhale, exhale, and reach all the way up. And take a deep breath in. Inhale, exhale, all the way up. Inhale, exhale, all the way up. Okay, one more time. All right, so let's take ourselves and you'll need a chair, or you can be standing to do this as well. So if you don't have a chair, you may want to grab a pillow when you get a chance, or if you have a yoga block. And if you feel a little stiff and creaky this morning and you feel like your movements are going to be restricted, feel free to grab yourself a short length towel. So maybe a kitchen towel. And that's going to help you come into some of these stretches. All right, so inhale, exhale all the way up, sweep all the way down. So just going through some dynamic stretches to just open you up and get that circulation going. We want to wake up that spine. So if you just kind of rolled yourself out of bed recently, it takes about 30 minutes to pump up and get that fluid in your spine, lubricating all those joints. All right, so let's come into some spinal movements now. Let's go ahead and start from your tailbone. We're going to very gently lift that tailbone up and press your heart and your chest forward. Exhale and roll the tailbone under, drawing your navel in towards the spine, pulling and drawing your shoulders up towards the sky, look through the legs, and breathing in. Nice big breath in all the way into your torso. Exhale. Trying to move each vertebra one section at a time if possible. And if it's not, it's okay. Continue going through these gentle spinal movements. Now, if you're taking care of anything today, if you have any injuries, or you woke up with a kink in your neck, I want you to continue to make that mind-body connection. Take care of all those areas that you need to. Okay, if anything hurts, feel free to stop. All right, so we're going to press through the heels, press through the hands, rise on up. We're going to come over to the side here, and I've got my chair here. If you don't have a chair, you can have your hands on your thighs, and we're just going to hinge right there, just like that. Exhale, hinging. Inhale, rise. Let's go ahead and add some arm movements to that. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. So we're just opening up our hamstrings, the back side of our thighs, stretching out a little bit of the glutes there. One more. Very good. Go ahead and soften your knees and heel-toe walk your feet in. And we're going to start with some openers for that front thigh. If you feel a little energetic today, and maybe you haven't been moving around a lot, maybe take the dynamic version a little faster movement if you can. Excellent. And I'm going to shift to the back side of my chair, but you can definitely do this without a chair if you feel more comfortable doing it without a chair. You're going to shift from side to side. And just open up the inner thigh, open up your adductors right here. So feeling that nice stretch on the underside, the inside of your thigh, shifting side to side. Take that breath and move that breath all the way throughout your body. As you're shifting from side to side, we're going to try to sit our hips back behind us. And come all the way back up. And I'm going to move my chair just a little bit forward here. I'm going to support myself here. I'm going to zip and pull my abdominals in. I'm going to start with a small little swing of that leg. And as you swing back and forth, make sure that movement is just felt in the hips here. And try not to take it too much into the lower back. Okay, so you want to be careful of that back. You want to feel that nice sweeping, swinging movement. And take it to the other side. Take it forward. And I've got that leg in front of the opposite leg. And I'm just sweeping my leg open, tick-tock. All right, let's take it to the other side. Breathing as you take this leg through a nice swinging movement. So just go with your mobility. So if your movement is smaller, it's okay. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Excellent. Okay. I think I'm feeling a little more limber here. So let's start with our first chair stretch. And I'm going to give you options. So if you feel a little more energetic, I'm going to give you the more energetic option. So I have slid myself to the front edge of my chair. Half my leg is still on the actual seat of the chair. And I'm going to slide this leg all the way back until I can feel that stretch in the front of my hip. And I'm going to tense up this glute just a little bit. So breathing in, exhale. And pausing here. So I want you to bring that shoulder back into its socket. Arms are long and strong and reach behind with that thumb. I'm still gently pressing forward, so I'm still feeling that beautiful opening stretch here. I want you to tense up the back side of this glute right there so that you can create space for the front side of your body. Now relax and come back to tall standing from your spine. Exhale and reach up towards the ceiling and open up and lift up and out of the rib cage here. Come back up, open up across your collarbone, relax those shoulders, interlock your thumbs. Inhale, exhale, and from the base of your spine, turning very, very slowly until you feel a nice moderate stretch. Take a deep breath in to the hips. Take a big breath into the belly, into your lower back, your upper back. So if you visualize yourself as a tube or a cylinder, your torso is a tube or cylinder, I want you to expand that cylinder so that it becomes a barrel. Good, come all the way back here. Okay, and of course you could have done that in a standing version. I'm going to show you the standing version next. So I want you to hold, you can grab your sock, and here's an opportunity to use that towel if you're not quite able to reach the top of your foot or the sock. I wrap the towel around the front of my ankle, and I'm just bringing that close to my bum. So I'm just going to let that knee relax and shift that knee slightly behind. So if you're not feeling anything here, shift very slowly and behind. Okay, so if you were in that standing position, you're going to be here, just like that. Okay, let's switch over and swivel over to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Sweet. Okay, so from here, you're tensing up the glute right here, reaching behind with that thumb, feeling that beautiful long stretch all the way here in the front of your body. If you want to do the standing version of that, you're here, taking care not to dump stress into that lower back. Sweep your hands down, and I'm going to come all the way up. So you can be sitting or standing for this, and just reach those fingers up towards the ceiling. Lift up through here, and give yourself a gentle side bend. Wow, that feels amazing. And here's your opportunity to visualize yourself as a deflated balloon. And you're going to breathe in deeply. You're going to try to blow that balloon and inflate that balloon, which is your torso. And interlock your fingers, now your thumbs. Relax your shoulders and plug your shoulders back into the sockets. Inhale here, exhale, and rotate. And of course, the standing version would look like this. So I'm off the chair now. It's totally optional. It's whatever works best for you, whatever serves you the best this morning. Feeling a little more energetic, take the standing version. Feeling like you need to recover from Olga's workout, maybe the sitting version. Okay, so let's come back to center. I'm going to slide myself forward to the front edge of the chair again. Take that foot, and I'm going to flex the ankle and just rest it right here on my thigh. And so if that is not possible this morning, go ahead and move yourself to the corner of your chair and just put your foot on the chair instead. So whatever works best for you. And then we're going to lengthen out through the spine, exhale, and we're shifting forward with a nice long spine. I'm holding onto the chair so that I don't fall off. And I can feel that really nice stretch on the outside of my hip here. Feel free to slide that foot forward if you need a little bit more stability there. Inhale, exhale, bringing your navel down towards the seat of the chair. And pressing through to come back up. Excellent. Let's go to the other side. Okay, so I'm just taking that foot, flexing at the ankle so that your knee is tracking properly. Inhale. Exhale, shifting forward very carefully, listening to your body, making sure that it feels good. So it should feel like a moderate to strong stretch, not painful. So if it's painful, you just back out and make that stretch smaller. Inhale, take a deep breath in. Exhale, and sink down just slowly and carefully, just a little bit lower. Now rising back up. So I just have a 30-minute session today. Feel free to replay this video later if you feel like you need to take extra time on these stretches. And where was I? I was going to inhale here, exhale, and reach all the way up and touch the sky. And then coming a little bit more over to the side here. If this shoulder here is nice and relaxed, just make sure you're not crunching into that here. Inhale. Exhale. Reach all the way up. Feel that length all the way down the side of your body. A beautiful back stretch. Exhale. Breathe into that torso. Feel that beautiful stretch. Enjoy it. Take that hand back down. I'm going to take this hand and just place it right on my thigh. I'm going to take the opposite hand and reach behind. And I want to reach as high as I can to the ceiling and just tickle the ceiling with my fingers. Make a beautiful arch with that arm. Nice rainbow. And I'm just lifting up and out. And then I'm reaching down towards the floor, feeling that beautiful stretch in my lower lumbar and in my upper back, in my upper thoracic region. Pressing through that hand on the thigh, inhale, and come back up. Other side. Inhale, reach all the way up. You're going to make the biggest arc that you can possibly make with that arm. And you're supporting your spine and your torso here. Exhale. Reaching those fingers down towards the floor. Breathe into your upper back. Breathe into your lower back. Inhale. And come all the way back up. Excellent. Okay, I think this is probably a good time for a chest opener. So I've got my hands just clasping on the side of my chair, and I'm shuffling myself to the front edge of the chair again. I'm going to roll those shoulders and open up across the collarbone, and I'm going to press my weight into the palms of my hand, and inhale, lifting and puffing my chest out. So from the side, it looks like this. I want to expand through that chest. I want to create some space for these lungs so that they can bring in oxygen into my body. And go ahead and lower the chin down and relax. So if you just started joining me, welcome. This is Recovery and Regeneration. It's a 30-minute session from 10 to 10:30. This will be available on YouTube afterwards as well. So I'm going to get rid of the chair now. And we're going to make our way down to the mat. I'm going to come onto all fours here. And I'm going to start by sliding this leg all the way out. So I have my toes pointing forward. And I'm going to feel that inside leg stretch again. Exhale. And just press your hips very gently behind. Now, if this is a lot of pressure for your knee, feel free to double up that mat or place your knee on a cushion or press the top of your foot very gently into the mat so that it takes the pressure off your knee. And I'm going to scoot that leg in and take that leg behind. So if you're a runner, these are some nice stretches for the calf. I'm pressing my heel now down towards the floor. So the ball of my foot is on that mat. And I'm pressing the heel down to the floor so that I'm feeling that stretch in the calf and the gastrocnemius sensorius. Take it to the other side. Leg comes all the way out to the side. Inhale, bend your elbows. Shift your hips back. Feel that nice opening stretch. Some of you may be a little bit more flexible. You can come down to your forearms. coming back up. Slide that leg back. Oh no! Help me, someone! Jayla? I'm pressing that heel down towards the floor. I'm in her space. This is actually my dog's space. She's wondering why I'm in her space. Press your heel down to the floor. Excellent. Okay, so let's take that leg forward, grab the ankle, bring it forward, shift forward again. Again, nice tall spine, relaxed shoulders. Taking care not to dump that weight into the lower back. We're focusing on pressing forward first. And then taking your hand down to the floor on the inside of your leg. Take a big breath in, inhale, and exhale, bending the elbows. And feeling that deep stretch in your hip. Press through the hands, rise up slightly. Using your shoulder now, you're going to press your arm in the inner thigh. So I'm gently pressing against the inside of my leg, feeling a really nice stretch there. Again, in the adductors and in the groin. Okay, and I'm going to shift back, tuck my back toe in, swivel and pivot. And if you have your yoga mat or yoga block, if you need it to support yourself, you're going to come up a little higher. So my toes are pointing forward or slightly out, and I'm shifting my hips behind me, putting a little bit more of that weight into my heels, being light in the toes, and feeling that great stretch in my hamstrings, back of the thighs. I'm going to take my time walking over to one side. I'm going to grab that ankle. And I'm going to bring my torso as close as I can to that thigh. So when you do this, you're feeling a moderate stretch to strong stretch. If you feel that you're excessively shaking, you may need to back out of that stretch a little bit. And now let's slowly walk over to the other side. The leg is straight but not locked out. So you don't want to push your knee all the way back. You want to keep that leg straight, but the knee is slightly soft. Using your breath, inhale, exhale, bending the elbows, coming a little deeper into that stretch. And now we're going to pivot and swivel both feet the opposite direction and come back into that runner's stretch. Great stretches for runners. Gently pressing that hip forward to find that opening right here. I'm opening up across the collarbone again, relaxing those shoulders. Keeping this knee behind the toe. Transitioning and lowering down now into a deeper hip stretch. Inhale, exhale, bending the elbows, sinking down a little bit deeper. Listening to the body. Listening and paying attention to how it feels. Press through the hands, come up a little higher, use that shoulder to gently press on the inside of that leg. I'm kind of nudging the inside of that leg with my shoulder, feeling a nice opening stretch. and the inside of my thigh and the groin. And release that stretch. Sweep your hand over to one side. Let's take that leg back. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Pressing all the way back. Feeling that stretch in the biceps, the front of the arms. Now coming into a tricep stretch. So if you've been doing some workouts for the back of your arm, you're going to lower yourself down and creep those elbows forward ahead so the elbows are ahead of your shoulders. And if you want, you can have your yoga block or cushion close by. You may need it. We'll see. I'm going to inhale, shift the hips back. Take the hands and just rest it on the back of your shoulders. And keep pressing those hips back. Now if you need a little bit of a small towel or cushion, or if you're not quite there and you want a little bit of support for that cervical spine, your neck, keep that there. And I'm going to breathe into my upper back. Inhale. Exhale and just sink the center of your chest down towards the mat. You're creating a small, shallow dish in the upper back right here. And breathe in, expanding and create that energy and that breath into the shoulders. Exhale and lower down very carefully. The back side of my elbows are pressing very gently into the mat. You can even try walking your elbows a little bit further if you don't feel that stretch on the underside in your triceps. One more breath there. Inhale and exhale. And let's shift forward now. So as I prepare myself for an abdominal stretch, I'm going to draw my shoulders away from the ears. I'm going to plant my hands down on the mat and tap my elbows towards my toes and just lengthen out that spine first. I'm going to create that space in my spine. And from here, so it's not about height on this one, it's about length. How long can you make your spine? Inhale, then exhale, and rising very carefully. Option. So if you feel any pain, just come back down and rest your hands on your head and your hands. If it's feeling really good, slide your hands below your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, and rise. Just let your hips hang there. Now take caution about that lower back. If there's any discomfort whatsoever, bail on this one. And let's shift those hips all the way to your heels. Feel that beautiful lower back stretch. If that is uncomfortable for your knees, we're going to place that pillow right here. And that's going to support that knee. And from here, I'm going to take my left hand out to the side. I'm going to slide that arm nice and long. I'm going to tippy toe the right hand and just plant the palm on the back side of that hand. And exhale and just release and lengthen. Breathing into the shoulders and the lower back. Exhale. Let's walk those elbows in. Take it over to the other side. I'm going to reach nice and long as far as I can with the outside arm. I'm going to slide the other hand right on top, stacking those hands. Inhale. Breathing into the shoulder. Exhale. And just slide and ease your way into the stretch. If you feel discomfort in the shoulders, feel free to slide your elbows a little bit back in, closer towards your body. Okay, and rising up. I wonder how I'm doing for time here. 47, 47. And I have a feeling it feels like 30 minutes to me. My apologies for the technical difficulties that we had this morning. So thank you for joining me this morning for Recovery and Regeneration. Check the schedule for future sessions. And tonight or later this afternoon, 5 p.m., I'll meet you at Facebook. Well, I won't. Olga will. And she's going to take you through a total body workout, another OVALfit home series, and she's going to give you a kick-ass workout. So thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you next time. This is Pat, fitness trainer, and from Richmond Olympic Oval with the OVALfit at Home series. Take care. Be safe. Stay at home.